This little network is about to be wrong. Two numbers in on the left, one answer out on the right. Stay with me for 10 minutes and you will fix it by hand. All 6 numbers. And you will know exactly how every large model on Earth learns. Here is what it said, 0.6585. That is its honest best guess, given the 6 numbers it currently holds. And here is what it should have said, 1.0. That came from the training data, where someone already knew the right answer. So the network is wrong, not catastrophically, but wrong. Which brings us to the only question that matters. There are 6 weights in this network. Which of them do we change, and by how much? Get that right and you have understood backpropagation. Everything else is detail. Before any maths, let's name what we are looking at. 3 kinds of thing, and that is genuinely all there is. First, the inputs. 2 numbers you feed in. Today, 0.5 and 0.1. In a real network, these would be pixels, or words, or sensor readings. Second, the neurons. Each one looks at both inputs and produces its own number. This middle layer is where the network invents its own way of seeing the problem. The output neuron is the same kind of thing. It looks at both hidden results and produces the single final answer. And third, on every arrow, a weight. 6 of them. Remember this because it carries the whole video. The weights are the only things training ever changes. Everything else stays exactly where it is. So let's go all the way down to one neuron. What does a single one of these actually do? Take the top hidden one. 2 arrows arrive at it. Each arrow carries an input, and each arrow has a weight sitting on it. W1 and W2. Step 1 is multiply. 0.5 times 0.4 is 0.2. 0.1 times 0.3 is 0.03. That is it, just multiplication. Step 2 is add them together. 0.23. And that, genuinely, is everything a neuron does with its inputs. Multiply, then add. There is no magic in here. So the top neuron is holding 0.23, but it does not stop there. There is one more small step, and it is the one that makes neural networks interesting. It squashes that number. We push 0.23 through a function called sigmoid, and out comes 0.5572. Sigmoid takes any number at all and hands back something between 0 and 1. And here is why that matters. Without a squash in the middle, stacking layers is pointless. A straight line followed by a straight line is still just a straight line. The squash is what lets the network bend. Modern networks usually use something simpler than sigmoid, but the logic is identical. And the value lands. The top hidden neuron now holds 0.5572. Multiply, add, squash, 3 steps. Near enough every neuron in every network you have ever heard of does exactly this. Now the second hidden neuron does the identical thing with its own 2 weights. The top one we already did. 0.23 squashed to 0.5572. The bottom one gets 0.16, which squashes to 0.5399. Same 2 inputs, different answers. And the only reason they differ is that their weights differ. That is the entire source of variety in a neural network. Those 2 hidden numbers now flow to the output neuron, and it does the same 3 steps again. Multiply each hidden value by the weight on its arrow, then add. That gives 0.6566. Squash it and we get 0.6585. Barely moved, and that is worth noticing because sigmoid is almost flat through the middle of its range. That is the network's answer, the one we saw at the very start. And that is the complete forward pass. Multiply, add, squash, pass it along. Nothing harder than that happened anywhere. One honest omission, real neurons also add a number called a bias. It trains just like a weight. Leaving it out keeps this picture at 6 numbers instead of 9. Now we measure how wrong that was and turn it into a single number we can actually work with. Start by subtracting. 0.6585 minus 1.0 is minus 0.3415. Negative because the guess came in too low, then square it and have it. That gives 0.0583. Squaring removes the sign, so too high and too low both just count as wrong. The halving is pure convenience. It makes the maths later come out tidy. That single number is called the loss, one number for the whole network. And training, all of training, is just the business of making it smaller. So we have a loss of 0.0583. Now, who caused it? 6 weights. 6 suspects. Each one played some part in that mistake, some of them a lot, some barely at all. For each one, we ask one very specific question. If I nudge this weight up a tiny bit, does the loss go up or down? And by how much? That answer for one weight is what people call its gradient. 6 weights means 6 answers. And backpropagation is simply a clever way of getting all 6 of them in one sweep, instead of testing each weight one at a time. There is exactly one idea you need for this, and you already know it. Look at the row. A weight changes a sum. The sum changes the output changes the loss. 4 things, each one nudging the next. If you know each small effect on its own, you multiply them together to get the total effect. That is it. It is called the chain rule, and it is just multiplication. Which means backpropagation is not some new kind of maths. It is that one move, applied over and over, right to left across the picture. And we start at the loss. Why there? Because the loss is the only place where we already know the answer. Everything else gets worked out from it. So we start at the output neuron, and we need 2 numbers about it. First, how wrong was it? We already have that, minus 0.3415. Second, how sensitive is it right now? Sigmoid has a lovely property. Its slope is just the output, times 1 minus the output. Here that comes to 0.2249. A neuron that is nearly flat barely responds to being nudged. Multiply those two together, and we get minus 0.0768. That is the output's error signal. Every other number in the backward pass is built out of it. The last 2 weights are the easiest in the whole network because they sit right next to that error. Take W5. Multiply the error by whatever flowed through that wire. Minus 0.0768 times 0.5572 gives minus 0.0428. That red number is its gradient. Now W6. Exactly the same rule with its own neuron's value. Its gradient is the red number beside it, and it is a shade smaller because a shade less flowed through. And notice the pattern because it holds everywhere. A weight that carried a bigger signal gets a bigger share of the blame. That is the whole intuition. Now for the step the whole technique is actually named after. We push that error backwards into the hidden layer. The top hidden neuron takes the output's error, scales it by the weight on its wire, then multiplies by its own slope. 3 numbers, and it is the same chain rule as before. The bottom one does exactly the same and comes out with more blame. The reason is simple. Its wire to the output was heavier, 0.7 against 0.5, so more of the mistake came back through it. That is the propagation in backpropagation. One error at the end, split up and handed backwards in proportion to who contributed what. With each hidden neuron now holding its share of the blame, the first 4 weights fall out immediately. Take the top neuron's share and multiply it by each input, times 0.5 for W1, times 0.1 for W2. Same again from the bottom neuron for W3 and W4. And look at the sizes. The weights fed by the bigger input pick up more blame because more of that input flowed through them. 6 weights, 6 gradients, and we got every one of them in a single sweep backwards. That efficiency is the entire reason this technique won. There they all are, 6 gradients, 1 per arrow. Now we finally change something, and the rule is 1 line long. New weight equals old weight minus the learning rate times the gradient. Minus because the gradient points in the direction that makes the loss worse, and we want to walk the other way. The learning rate is just how big a step we take. Here it is 0.5. Too big and you leap straight past the bottom of the valley. Too small and you crawl there forever. And look at the signs. Every gradient here came out negative. Minus a negative is a plus, so every single one of these 6 weights is about to get slightly bigger. So here are the 6 old weights, each with its gradient sitting beside it. Now apply that rule to all 6 at once. And there they go, everything in green just moved. That is the first time in this entire video that the network has actually been altered. Look at W5. It had the biggest gradient, so it took the biggest step. From 0.5 to 0.5214. Now look at W2. From 0.3 to 0.3005. It barely moved at all because it was barely to blame. The network is being fair about it. Now the honest test. The exact same input through the exact same network with only those 6 numbers changed. Does it actually do any better? The hidden neurons shift very slightly. 0.5576 and 0.5403. And the answer comes out at 0.6638. It was 0.6585, so it moved toward 1.0. Not by much, but in the right direction, and that is the only thing we asked of it. And the loss went from 0.0583 down to 0.0565. It genuinely got better. That is one complete step of learning. And that, honestly, is training. There is nothing else to it. No second trick, no clever part I have been saving for the end. Go forward, measure the loss, go backward to split the blame, nudge the weights, then do the whole thing again. That one step took us about 3% of the way down, and nothing in that loop ever gets cleverer. It just runs again. A real network runs this exact loop with millions of weights and thousands of examples at a time. The bookkeeping gets enormous. The arithmetic does not. So if you followed the 6 weights on this screen, you have followed what a large model does. Only the size changed. Backpropagation in 4 moves. Forward, multiply, add, squash. Loss, 1 number for how wrong you were. Backward, split that blame from right to left. Update, step downhill gently. And if you keep only 1 sentence from all of this, keep this one. A weight is blamed in proportion to what flowed through it. For the last layer, that is exactly true. Further back, it is the same idea, passed through 1 more wire and 1 more slope. That is the whole algorithm. Everything after it is bookkeeping. If this one clicked, the next video does the same thing for attention. 1 grid, drawn once, every number computed. I will see you there.